What's the deal, people? What's the deal? This is your boy, K Solo. What's up, man? You already know, coming over here to give you guys a story, and this story is about a Rikers Island story, no question about that. I know I haven't done a Rikers Island story in a minute, but this is one of my stories that I gotta keep it real with you guys. It's a story that I felt betrayed by my own people, and I'm talking about my own people. I'm talking about my Latino brothers and sisters. Well, no, I can't say sisters because this was in Rikers Island. You feel me? So let me put that right back. My brothers. This story went like this. This was in Rikers Island, no question about that. I was in Rikers Island for like about a whole year getting ready to go to state. I was sentenced already. I was sentenced, what was that one? That bid was in, I think it was in 86. I think it was 86 or 87, one of those years. Of course, back then, you already know, they didn't have no Latin Kings, they didn't have no Bloods, they had Muslims, they had the five percenters, and they had, every man for himself back then. You understand what I'm saying? Back then, it was like every Latino for himself. A lot of black brothers was five percenters and Muslims, no question about that. So this fight was in a house that I was running that house. And that house was L Module. This is C95, Rikers Island, L Module. That's when they had the modules in Rikers Island. They don't have modules no more. Modules are done. Matter of fact, the last time I was in the island in '06 for parole, my last parole violation, they had two modules left. They had Mod 8 and Mod 9. But like I said, L module, M module, 9 module, 10 module, they gone. They broke those things down. Anyway, this is L module. In L module, I had the house locked down. No question about that. When I got to that house, who had that house was Bosco. God bless my brother. That dude, he's not a king, but he's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? Fucking diesel ass dude. This dude got muscles all over, bro. I'm talking about muscles atop of muscles, being honest to you. And wherever he's at, man, God bless Bosco. You feel me? So that house belonged to Bosco. Now Bosco, I met Bosco when I was in two upper. I was running from the box. They wanted to give me box time. They called me with a razor and they wanted to give me some box time. So what a lot of people used to do when they used to catch a ticket, it was play MO. You feel me? You go and you know you're gonna go to the box, no question about that. But what I used to do, you see, I cannot do the box shit. I've been in the box, but I hate it. I hate it, especially in the summertime. In the summertime, you in the box, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that's like being in the oven. That's how hot it's in the cells. It could be 95 degrees. You feel me? 95 degrees. And that's in the streets. But in your cell, it's guaranteed you, if it's 95 degrees outside, it's like about 105 in your cell. No question about that. That's one of the reasons why I used to be like, yo, fuck that. They want to give me some box time. Let me go play that MO stuff. You feel me? So, just like I said, I met Bosco, and who the one that introduced me was this dude named Mafia. Not the Mafia that got cut in 1995. Not that Mafia. It was another Mafia. So this Mafia introduced me to Bosco, but when I got to El Module, Bosco didn't remember me because, like I said, we only got introduced one time. And it was something really quick type of thing, you feel me? So when I get to El Module, and let me tell you about El Module. El Module was the craziest house in C95. Dudes did not want to go to El Module, not at all. The A side, it was Spanish. Bosco had the A side. The B side, this guy there, this black brother named Flo. I believe Flo was a 5%er also. So, one side Latinos had it, and the other side, black brothers had it. So when I got to El Module, I remember I had a bone crusher on me, no question. And I just can't believe how I made it, bro, how I made it to El Module, because the CO searched me. He patted me down and he touched the bone crusher. But I don't think he felt it right, because you know how they do the little quick pat? That's what he did. And I know he touched the bone crusher, but this yo was such in a hurry to get to get me to have me to search me and just get it over with and go inside and pick a bed. So I was lucky that day. So anyway, when I get there, I remember I had a all white sweatsuit. I had a white pair of Adidas, shell top Adidas, all white. And I had a chain, a gold chain with a cross, beautiful gold chain that I snatched it off of this 5%er who thought he was all that, but he messed with the wrong person and I took his chain, no question about that. Anyway, when I got to the house, I immediately saw Bosco. I thought he remembered me, but he didn't. So when I walked and I saw him, I went like this, "What's up, Bosco?" He looked at me like, how the hell this guy knows my name? But anyway, at that time, you used to pick a bed. You know what I'm saying? You go to a house and there's an empty bed, you pick that bed and you stay with that bed. So when I got to Elmar, there was two beds that was empty. And one of the beds, it was on Broadway. We call it Broadway because it's like out there. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, people walk back and forth, and you're gonna, it disturbs you when you're sleeping. It's kind of, it's not cool to be in Broadway. That's what we used to call it, Broadway. So I remember that I'm hooking up my bed, and all the beds are made. I mean, it looked like everybody had a bed. So Bosco calls me. He tells me, "Yo, homie, you could set up over here." So when the Bosco's bed was all the way to the back, to the right, to the right side, all the way to the back, to the right side, and that little corner was his bed. The bed that was next to him, it was empty, but it had a blanket, and so it looked like somebody was sleeping there. But it was not. It was camouflage. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, I take out the blanket, and he told me, "Yo, go, you can come over here." And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, but somebody's there." He said, "Nah, I just put the blanket there because I don't want anybody just to be right next to me." And I feel that. You don't want any dude right next to you, especially if somebody don't take a shower and shit like that. You don't want to be smelling that, man. You feel me? So Bosco already recognized that, I was a stand-up dude, just like he was. So when I mentioned my name, my name was ringing bells in C95. So when I mentioned my name, that I went to him, he looked at me and said, "Yo, how you know my name?" And I said, "You don't remember me. We met each other like 5 months ago in Two Upper. I was in Two Upper, and you was in One Upper. And the one that introduced me was Mafia." So he looked at me and said, "Damn, I don't remember that." But he knew I was right because I mentioned Mafia. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, back in that time, people used to play the MO shit not to go to the box, especially in the summertime. So he already knew that I knew about him. And when I mentioned my name, he was like, "Oh, you solo?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So, he heard of me doing my thing. You feel me? So, check it. That house was good. Like I said, it was crazy, but it was good. What happened was that Bosco got to bail himself out. He had $1 bail. $1 bail. And I forgot what happened in his case. I just know when he came back from court, he had to use the phone immediately. He needed money. He needed money to get bailed out. Swear to God, to everything I love, he needed $1, and he didn't have $1 in his account to bail himself out. This is not to disrespect him, but things happen. I need to pick something. Hold on, let me go and pick something up. Let me go pick something up like that, because my mouth is thirsty. Hold on. So anyway, when Bosco leaves, that I came up and I gave him the $1. I had some money on commissary, so I wanted to put the $1 to bail him out. You understand what I'm saying? But I couldn't because if it would take like a week. It would take like a week for them to take that $1 out of my account and bail Bosco out. Hold on, let me put this light. This light kind of dark. Perfect. What happened over here? Okay, we good. What the fuck happened? All right. So anyway, So Bosco was like, yo, I appreciate it. At that time, they was calling me Junebug. He was like, yo, I appreciate it, Junebug, but say it's gonna take a couple of days. So he's trying to call his peoples, man. He's trying to call his peoples like that. They could put up that dollar. All they had to do was go to Bronx. God, what's the name of that place? Jesus, Bronx House. I believe it was the Bronx House. That's the name of the jail in the Bronx. It's closed now. So he's trying to get somebody to put up that dollar to go to the Bronx House and bail him out. He did not have nobody to do that for him, and that's sad. But what happened was that I was gonna ask my shorty back in that time. I was gonna ask my shorty to go and bail him out, put up a dollar and bail him out. You know what I mean? Come on now, you know what I'm saying? It's $1 bail. So what happened is that there was a Jamaican dude who, he used to love, he loved Bosco because Bosco used to look out for him. You know what I'm saying? Bosco used to give him mad, phone time because whoever had the house at that time, and if you was a stand-up dude, you get slot time, no question. You speak for it, like, yo, listen, I need some slot time. Or if there ain't no slot time left, what you do is like this, you be like, okay, I need slop time, so I got to step to somebody and take their slop time. That's how it was back then. Swear to God, no lie. Hold up. I swear to God, that's how it was. If you wanted slop time and there was no time, everybody had the time because back then the phone was like from, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, from 8 o'clock all the way to 11 o'clock at night. From 8 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. And after that, it's dead. You feel me? So, Bosco used to look out for the Jamaican dude named Mike. I already had my slot time. Once I got there, Bosco was like, yo, listen, man, I have, I think Bosco's time was 10 to 11. And they had, they had two cell phones. They had two phones in every house, especially if you was in a module or a dorm, you had two phones. If you was in a cell house, a house that got cells, there was only one phone. So anyway, the one of the phones, they had a half an hour slot time that was open. Nobody had that slot time. So Bosco looks at me and said, yo, listen, man, I got let me see, 9:30 to 10 o'clock. So that's a half an hour that's open. Nobody got that slot time. I was using that for, people that come to the house that need some slot time. I was giving it to them. That's what Bosco told me, you feel me? So he said, but you could have the 9:30 to 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, boom, I take my, it's Bosco time to take, it's a slot time. So no question. So I took the half an hour. So that's when I'm telling you that he used to look out for Mike. So Mike, so he used to love Bosco. So Mike made it happen for Bosco. Bosco got bailed out. His family went and put up that dollar and bailed Bosco out. Bosco went out. So when Bosco got bailed out, I took over the house. No question about that. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody already knew in the house that I'm Bosco's boy. And, plain and simple, when he leaves, I'm taking over the house. And that's how it was. So I remember these Puerto Rican dudes who little by little started coming to the house. And everything was good. Everything was good. You understand what I'm saying? And El Madro, in the house that I was running, there was no black phone, no Puerto Rican phone. There was none of that. No black phone, no Spanish phone. I didn't play that. I did not play that, B. You understand what I'm saying? So the dudes, little by little, they started coming. So that was this dude, Afro. And I believe Afro was a Nieta. I really believe back then Afro was a Nieta. Because remember, Nietas was built in Puerto Rico. They had Nietas in Puerto Rico already. In Chicago, they had Latin Kings, but Latin Kings was not in New York yet. They didn't touch down in New York. It started touching down in New York like in 88, 89. That's when I became a king in 89. So, little by little, I'm looking at Afro, and Afro is like, he was portraying himself as the leader of the Latinos. I mean, every day or every week, you could see that he was getting a little too bold. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you could see that he was like, you know, like, okay, I'm here. Ain't nobody fucking with me. I got these Puerto Rican dudes right by me, and was plain and simple. They was planning to take over the house. No question about that. They were planning to take over the house. So at that time, I had let me see who I had. I had this dude that was my brother Peter, God rest his soul, my brother Peter's boy, and his name was Willie. Willie was only in the house for like 3 days. And if I tell you that Willie had my back that day, I'm lying. I'm lying. Believe me, I'm lying. So the other dude who was that was part of my crew was oh man, this dude named Kojak. Kojak, then you had Trey Bag, Willie, Kojak, Trey Bag, then you had this black brother named Red. Who else, man? If I remember, you had this other dude named Shotgun, Puerto Rican dude also. And then after that, that was it. The rest of the Puerto Ricans and stuff like that was like listening to Afro. You understand what I'm saying? So, that day, no, not that day. It was a Saturday that my shorty came to see me in Rikers Island. So when she came to see me in Rikers Island, of course, she blessed me with 2 loonies. You know what I'm saying? If anybody doesn't know what the loonies are, it's 2 balloons. You feeling me? 2 balloons with weed. You know how it is. You know what I'm saying? So I used to not booth. I couldn't booth. I didn't want to booth. I didn't like to booth. The only time I had to booth something about was a fucking raisin. That was it. And that's because it was a must, especially for court. You understand what I'm saying? So when I used to get hit off with the loonies, I had to swallow them. And I remember one time, bro, my ex-shorty, when she did the balloon, it was so big, bro, that the shit stuck here. And I'm like, I'm trying to swallow it, and at the same time I'm choking. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die here, bro, in this visiting. And the shorty that I was messing with, she was like scared. She was like ready to call the CO and say, listen, he's choking. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know how. It was a blessing of God, man, that I just looked at her and I said, like to push and the shit popped out of my mouth again. Blah! It popped out, bro. And it was like a big release for me. The other loony, it was just like the one that I almost choked. But I don't know how, I swallowed that one. Blah! That went in with no problem. Now, and I don't understand that because it was the same size of the one that I almost choked on. So what I did was, and this is the first time ever that I did this, bro, I took the loony in my hand and I did not let it go. I mean, it was crazy, but I walked in with that loony. And I'm telling you about the CO was like, okay, cause when they search you, they be like, okay, take your underwears off, you take your underwears off, you squat, you cough, all that crazy nasty shit. So I do that. But at the same time I'm doing that, I have the loony in my hand. And before you go to the visiting room, they give you a piece of paper with a ticket. It's like a ticket with your name. And the ticket got the number of your staff, of your clothes, because you take your clothes off and you give it to the guy that works in the visiting room. He takes it, they give you like a little green bucket. You put your clothes there. They take the bucket and they put it like in a little locker shit, and that's your clothes. So, but you need the piece of ticket that they give you. That's your clothes. You give when you come out to visit, you give them the ticket, and everything is good. Everything is lovely. They give you your clothes. Bam. Okay. Beautiful. Now, I got the ticket in one hand. Yo. So I don't know how I did it, but I finessed it. I got the motherfucking loony. I walked in with that motherfucker. I was good. Now I had one in my stomach and one in my pocket. You feel me? That was a beautiful day. The one in my stomach, keeping it real with you guys, that shit was a shit ball. What we call a shit ball is that we swallowed it and I shitted it out. That's what we used to call a shit ball. You feel me? So, and let me tell you, the weed was good. I swear to God, the weed was good. You know what I'm saying? It smelled like shit or whatever, but the weed was good. And the way she used to do it, she used to put like 3 loonies. She used to put like 3 balloons, bro. I mean, after a while, she became good, B. She became a pro. Swear to God, and she used to take out the seeds for me and everything. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that Saturday, I'm smoking. I'm smoking, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, I'm laughing, I'm bugging out. It's all night. So I go to sleep like about, somewhere like about 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, while I'm over, and I was with my man L Swell, black brother. That dude, me and him was like this. So, and, anyway, I'm gonna keep telling the story. So, I finally go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was a Saturday night. I'm smoking. The house smelling like weed. The CO talking about, yo, I'm gonna call the riot squad over here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, your niggas gonna be smoking that weed. Put a shade on it. You know what I'm saying? The captain's walking here in about 20 minutes. I don't want the captain to be smelling that weed. Because COs know what time it is. So we was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Somebody came and said, all right, so we're going to take care of that. And we did. We did take care of it. Because if you take some toilet tissue and you make it like a string, you roll it up and you roll it up like a string. You light that shit up and it becomes like an incense. You feel me? And it smells pretty good because you put deodorant on it. You put deodorant on it, then you light it up and it smells, it starts to smell really good. So anyway, we did that. So, like I said, I'm smoked out. I'm smoking crazy, bro. I'm passing joints. Bro, we even smoked a blunt because back then they used to sell cigars in Rikers Island. You could have bought a cigar. So I made a blunt because, like I said, my ex-shorty, she used to make some bomb, but she used to take 2 nickels and put them together. And she used to take out the seeds and break up the weed really nice and throw it in the weed. And you know what I'm saying? But when she used to do that, she used to put 3 balloons. Once she did the balloon, what happened?
Wait 1 minute, wait.
What happened?
No, not wait, sir. I could come by you.
Who?
I could hear you better then.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm saying wait, I come by you.
I don't know who wife he's talking to. Anyway, so I got the loony, you feel me? So now, like I said, I'm smoked out. We all smoking, L smoking, we laughing. This shit is like a club. We got the Walkmans on. I used to have my Walkman and I had New York headphones, the plugs. Everybody had Rikers Island plugs, but I had the Sony plugs that a CO used to hit me off with them. They used to pay $10, $15, and I had New York Sony headphone plugs on the, not the plug, you know what I'm saying, but I'm talking about, headphones and stuff like that. So I used to take the headphones and I used to take like the cardboard of the toilet tissue. And I used to, hook it up. That I used to make speakers. I swear to God, we used to make speakers, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And we had the music. You got somebody over here with the music. You got me with the music over there. Of course, over there you got somebody listening to the music. So everybody got their own speakers. They make their own speakers. You feel me? So okay, now, like I said, I fall out. I'm out. But before I fall out, I always had a bone crusher, but the bone crusher was in the day room, and it was in the air vent. You understand what I'm saying? So now, but when I used to sleep with my box cutter, the razor, and it was a New York razor. I used to sleep with the razor under my pillow. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how it was. So anyway, I go to sleep. Now, I'm feeling somebody like waking me up. Like, yo, Solo. At that time, they started calling me Solo. Yo, Solo. I get up, I open my eye, and this dude named, oh God, what was his name, man? I forgot his name. Let's call him Flacco, because he was skinny, and some of the guys used to call him Flacco. I forgot his name, but let's call him Flacco. So Flacco's like, yo, Solo. Like the 3rd or 4th time him calling me, I finally get up and I'm looking at him like, what the fuck this dude's waking me up for? So when I wake up, then my eyes are open, I'm looking at him like this, And he tells me, yo, you gotta pack up. I swear to everything I love. He tells me, you gotta pack up. So I look at him and I said, what? I'm thinking I'm bugging the fuck out. I said, what? He said, yeah, you gotta pack up, man. So at the same time, when I'm laying down like this, I got this left hand under the pillow. So I got the razor in my hand. So I say, hold up, man, give me a couple minutes, hold up. So I get up, I take the blanket off. I got I got sandals on, I got socks on, and when I go to sleep with socks. And I got my sandals right there. So I don't put on my sandals. The first thing I do is put on my sneakers. So I'm like, okay, hold on, give me a second. Let me put on my sneakers real quick. Now this dude Flacco was like, yeah, man, hurry up, man, cause we want you out of here. So when I look, I see Afro. This other dude, I forgot his name. Let's call him DA because he used to call his head with a DA. He used to call it a pushback. You know what I'm saying? At that time, we used to call it DAs. You know what I'm saying? So he's always we got DA, we got Afro, and like four other Puerto Ricans who was down with Flacco. So remember, you got four, Afro 5. DA 6, Flacco 7, like 8 or 9 dudes who wanted me at the house that I was running, the house that they was living lovely because they was eating good. If it would have been a house being, it would have been just black dudes, bro, or black dudes running the house, they would not have been eating the way they was eating. And it was my fault because I made that house too comfortable. I made these guys too comfortable. That was a big mistake that I did, and I never went back to that. I corrected my mistakes. So the next time that I go to another house or whatever, and I take over the house, I know what to do. You understand what I'm saying? And right there, I decided that I can't trust no one. I can't trust no blacks. I can't trust no Puerto Ricans. I can't trust no one. Only myself. You understand? So now, I'm looking at these dudes. Now, I'm looking to see if I see the dudes that's rolling with me. And the only one that put on his sneakers and was ready to do his thing was motherfucking L. Willie, no. The other dudes, none of them. And there were like about 5 of them. None of them. And the thing that how they managed to do this, that was this dude named Green Eyes. Green Eyes was a hell of a gun maker. I'm talking about he used to make guns, bro. His job was making guns. He used to sharpen those shits. Sharpen them perfectly. So I had Green Eyes down with me. But Green Eyes was making the mistake in stashing the weapons where people could see it. So what they did was, Afro, Flacco and them, what they did was take my guns. So like I said, I had the Bone Crusher was safe. The Bone Crusher was in the dayroom. Nobody had that Bone Crusher. But I had 2 other guns that was mad. I'm serious, but that was some scary fucking guns. And they were made by the lockers. I mean, pieces of lockers, you break them down and you make your guns. Anyway, I had 2 of them. Nice big shit. Boom. Flacco and Afro had my guns. Because Green Eyes, once again, Green Eyes slept and was stashing the shit where everybody could see it at. He was not, come on, you gotta put some shade on that. I'm like, and then I'm seeing Afro with one of my guns in his waist. And I'm like, look at this. And I'm thinking to myself, like, look at this motherfucker. He got my shit. And then Flacco got my other one. And I'm like, and when he's telling me to pack up, he got the gun in his hand. Thank God that I got my razor. Now, I get up and I say, yo, y'all want to talk to me? Let's go to the day room. Now, I'm doing this dolo. That's why they call me Solo B, because I'm just not worried about who's going to get down with me. But if you're my man and you talking about, yo, I'm part of you Solo, I'm rolling with you Solo, well, okay then. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody's going to front on you, I got you. I'm there with you. But these clowns was just pretenders. That's what I call pretenders. You feel me? Dudes that they talk all that game, but when it's time to get busy, they was cowards. So now I go to the day room, And these dudes who goes to the day room with me? Me, Flacco, Afro, DA, and that's it. And the rest of the dudes, the rest of the so-called Latinos, they stood in their area, in the corner, by their beds. You feel me? So these three dudes who became enemies now, they in the day room with me. And the only dude who came in that day room with me was El Swell. Now I look at L and I look at L and I know L got his gun. L got a razor also. L got a nice little razor, so I know he got that in his hand. I know he does. So I look at L and I say, yo, L, I got this. Just stay by the door. You know what I'm saying? Just in case anything just goes off, boom, L's gonna go in that day room and me and him gonna get busy. Afro got the gun, Flacco got a gun, and DA, I don't think DA had anything, but maybe he did, I don't know. So I'm like, yo, what's the deal? What, I'm talking to Flacco like, fucking come into my bed and tell me to pack up, bro. Oh, nah, we don't like the way this house is running. And then Afro comes and say, nah, fuck that. Yo, you just gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I said, like, hold up, man, Afro. So why don't we do this, Afro? Why don't me and you just go one-on-one? They didn't want that. They knew that I was good with my dick beaters. You feel me? They knew I was good with my hands. So they didn't want to fight. So you're like, oh, no, I don't fight, bro. I get busy with the gun. So I looked at this nigga and I'm like, yo, what house you came from? He was like, don't worry about what house. I said, I know what house you came from. You came from M Marju. You came from M Marju. Dudes ran you out of M Marju. The black brothers over there, they ran him out of M Marju because he tried to do that shit in M Marju, try to build the Puerto Ricans and shit, and the Dominicans, like that they could roll and take over the house and get the black brothers out of there, the 5%ers who was running, the 5%ers and the Muslims. So what happened there was that the Muslims and the 5%ers found out what he was doing because one of the Puerto Rican dudes blew it up. And they ran Afro out of that house, because that's how he came to go to El Marju. And when he came to El Marju, that dude was mad quiet, B. He was quieter than a church mouse. You feel me? Quiet. So I give these people love because that's the thing, that's how I was, man. I didn't want these people to be compressed. I didn't want these people to think that, it's enough that they in jail. But now, if they in jail, it's enough being in jail. So just imagine you not feeding these people, because remember, when you run the house, the food comes and you in charge of the food. You in charge of everything. You got the house gang. What happened? Wait for what, man? All right, let me finish this story real quick. I'll go over there to you. You heard me? I don't think she's hearing me. So anyway, so now when Flacco, I'm telling Afro, Afro, I don't know what you're talking about, but because you ain't no gangster, B. Niggas ran you out of M Marju. And you coming over here, I'm giving you guys love. I'm letting you guys come in here, chill. You guys, ain't nobody compressing you guys. I mean, ain't nobody robbing you guys, but you want to come try to front on me? Bro, this is when I said, wow, because you never know the future, bro. You never know what happens. There's 3 Muslims and 2 5%ers. They named, I know it was, it was a while back. I can't remember these brothers' names because I used to not roll with them like that. You know what I'm saying? I used to say hello and they had slop time too. But I used to not roll with them like that. That's why I can't remember their names well. You feel me? But these 5 black brothers came into the day room. And L, my boy L, he walked in the day room with me. You feel me? No Latinos. My brother Peter, man, that I know from the streets, he's in his bed, sitting down like a toto. Green Eyes is sitting down like a toto in his bed, looking at the day room to see what's gonna happen. I mean, Green Eyes already knew that he fucked up. He knew he fucked up. He knew that he fucked up big times, you know what I'm saying? By stashing the guns where people could find them. So, now, while this is going on, the brothers come in. So when they come into the day room, I see Afro, Flacco, and DJ and DA, like, they melted. They start to melt. And when I'm saying melt is all that tough shit, all that shit when like, they got their chest puffed up, it's swollen, they all like this with the veins popping out. When those 6 black brothers came into the day room with with the 5 brothers that came into the day room with L, all that shit ceased. From all this, they went, whoop. All that shit went dead. It went dead, B. All that gangster shit went dead. So again, I offered Afro a one-on-one. Afro did not want it because I knew Afro was the ringleader. So then I looked at fucking Flacco. I said, so what's up with you and me now? What's up with you and me? Nobody got to do anything, just me and you, Flacco, for you getting up. And I don't know where you got the balls from you waking me up and talk about me pack up while you got one of my guns, nigga. I said, what's up? Me and you one-on-one. So that's when one of the 3 brothers that was Muslim, one of them came up and he said, yes, right, one-on-one. Nobody's gonna jump in. Anybody jump in, my brother's gonna jump in. He talking about his Muslim brothers. And the other 2 5%ers that was there, they were like, anybody jumps in, B, I'm jumping in, and my people's gonna jump in. So they had my back, bro. And this is why I was telling you that the house that I had, every house that I ran, B, I ran that house lovely. I did not run that house black phone, Puerto Rican phone. I never done that. I was not with that. And I was with everybody eat fair. Because you used to go to certain houses, B, and they used to starve dudes, man. I'm not lying to you guys, man. They used to starve dudes, bro. They used to tell dudes, if you wake up, you got problems. So dudes used to not go to eat because they were scared. I've been to houses like that, man. I've been to houses that dudes were scared to eat breakfast. Serious, man. Dudes were scared to eat breakfast. And, I couldn't step up for everybody because, once again, I done that. And by me helping other people out, I used to get jumped or I used to run into beef. Now I got problems. And while this coward is cowering under his bed, you know what I'm saying, not doing nothing. So I stopped doing that. I stopped looking out for cowards, man. I stopped because I'm like, one of these days, I'm going to step up to look out for one of these dudes. And what's going to happen is that I'm going to get banged and these motherfuckers ain't going to do shit about it. All they're going to do is just cower and go back under their beds. So I stopped doing that. You feeling me? But these brothers, man, who looked out for me, I became like this with them, bro. With the 2 5%ers and the 3 Muslims. I mean, L was my dog. Now, what happened? When I told Flacco, me and you, that nigga didn't want no smoke. He didn't want it. Afro didn't want it. DA, he was quiet. He like, all that shit just like went out the window. You feel me? They knew. I did not know. I was blind. And I was blind because I thought that everybody was okay the way I was running that house. I ran the house so beautiful that these dudes grew the balls to try to step to me, bro. You understand? And that's what hurted me the most, that these was Latinos. So once I told Flacco, said, what's up, me and you, blah, blah, blah. He didn't want to smoke. Afro didn't want to smoke. I didn't even look at DA because I knew he was a coward big times. So what happened? I said, look, I'm going to do this right here for you guys, babe. I'm going to say, I ain't going nowhere. You guys already know I ain't going nowhere. Now, if you guys want me to get out of here, B, we can do this right now, one-on-one. They didn't want to smoke. Oh, no, we was just upset. Then they started playing this shit. They were like, oh, no, because you know that there was a dude that he had HIV. He had full-blown AIDS, man. And sometimes he couldn't get out his bed because he was weak. Sometimes he couldn't get out his bed because he was weak. So what happened was that, and I didn't know this, what happened was that Red, this black brother that I had, he was in charge of the food. Every time the food would come in, hold on. What's up, man?
Oh, I didn't know we were on the
I'm doing live. You don't hear me, baby? That's why I said I'll be right there with you. I'll be right there with you. Okay? I'll be right there with you, mommy. I promise you. So, anyway, I didn't know that these dudes did that to the dude that had HIV. And like I said, he was full blown, man. So many times he couldn't get up from the bed and go and eat breakfast. You understand what I'm saying? So I remember one time, this is what Afro and Flacco told me. Oh no, because that dude Red, Homeboy, as a matter of fact, that's right. Homeboy's name was Jose. The dude that had the full-blown AIDS, his name was Jose. He was like, nah, Jose went to go eat. He was late, and Red did not feed him. And I looked at him, I said, you serious about that? He's like, yo, Solo, I swear. Yo, man, that man did not eat because Red did not want to feed him. Because Red was talking about it was too late. And then they said when we looked, Red got like 15 boxes of cornflakes. He got like a half a bag of sugar. I mean, Red was doing some grimy shit. I didn't know that. I didn't know that because I'm thinking that I'm giving these guys love. I'm thinking that these guys is gonna do the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a babysitter. I'm not a babysitter. I'm expecting that Red's gonna do the right thing, but he was not. He was not doing the right thing. He was treating certain people fucked up. And treating a man that had HIV full blown, treating him like that was a violation. So, of course, I ripped Ray. I ripped him. I ripped him. And if anybody doesn't know what the rip means, I gave that dude $1.50. No question about that. The same day that happened, the same day the dude did that, I gave him $1.50 for the things that dudes was telling me that he was doing. And I did not know this. Because like I said, I'm not a babysitter. And I felt that if everybody's eating good, everybody's getting on the phone, because let me tell you, once again, I've been in houses that people was not using the phone. I've been in houses that people was not eating because they were scared to go eat breakfast. Seriously, I'm not lying. You understand? So everybody's eating, nobody's getting robbed for their commissary. Bro, the house was sweet. At one time when Bosco had that house, it was Bosco, Kool-Aid, Flacco, not the Flacco I'm talking about, another Flacco, that we used to call him Rip-Up, that he used to cut his own self. I'm serious. One day I'm going to tell you the story about him. So, back then, Bosco was like, doing wrong things, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. Bosco's my dog, but he was doing some wrong things. You feel me? Now, when I took over, I'm thinking that everybody was happy. But you always got a knucklehead, and it's fucked up. It got to be a Puerto Rican, got a knucklehead who thought that I was soft or something. Like, I don't understand this man. Like, this man didn't know about me. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't know about me. He thought that the house was given to me. No, man, the house was not given to me. That house, when Bosco left, dudes didn't want it because, when the dude that runs the house, he leaves, forget about it. You got these dudes that want now, okay, now I'm gonna run this house. And it was not like that. It was not like that. People was like, yo, Solo, who's gonna run who's gonna run the chow now? And I'm like, okay, that means that these guys are giving me the blessing to take the house. And I'm gonna take the house and everybody's gonna be okay, man. Everybody's gonna eat, because that's how I was. I know how it is to be hungry. I know how it is not to have money in commissary. I know how it is, man. I've been there, done that. You understand what I'm saying? I want to run this house perfect. Every house, like I said, every fucking house that I ever had in Rikers Island B, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, it would get set off, no question about that, because I had, you know what I'm saying? It would get busy. Anybody that comes from somewhere else to El Module and think that he's gonna have his own way, that man is fucked up, because it's not gonna happen. You feel me? So, when I saw that D Flacco and Afro was like, the King Kong shit went out the window, that's when I called Flacco with a nice right. I called him when he was about to leave, I snuffed him. I ain't gonna lie, I snuffed him. You know what I'm saying? I snuffed him. He lucky that I didn't cut him, B. He lucky that I didn't cut him. I snuffed him. Boom! And when I snuffed him, he goes to the floor. When he goes to the floor, the gun, the shank, the banger, whatever you want to call it, that falls to the floor. Motherfucking L, he grabs the gun. Afro did him an attempt to pull out that gun. So I look at Afro and I say, yo, Afro, that's mine. Take it off your fucking waist. So Afro was like, all right, here's Solo. Bam, he passed it to me. Now I got back my 2 guns. Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean up house. Now, Afro, Flacco, DA, those 3 dudes, I left them in the house. I let them live in the house, B. With all that, I left them live in the house. You know why I let them live in the house? You know why? Because it took balls for them to wake me out of my bed. It took balls. So I knew that these dudes could be used as soldiers. You understand what I'm saying? So I kept them in the house. I didn't get them out. Nah, I did not get rid of them. Now, who I threw out the house? Green Eyes. Immediately. I didn't even have to say anything to that man. That man, when I came out the day room, that they saw that me, L, and the 5 black brothers came out the day room, Green Eyes started packing up. No question. This is my bed. Green Eyes was in front of Green Eyes like inside of me. He had the bed in front of me. You know what I'm saying? My bed's in the corner where Bosco's bed was at. I took that bed. Green Eyes was like in Broadway, but on my side. You feel me? So he was already packing up. He's packing up Will, that was my brother's, at one time he was my brother's best friend. He was packing up. I made him pack up because I'm like, yo, Will, I mean, you're supposed to be family. You go to my house. You go to my house and eat my mother's food. You go and you stood up in my house many times. And you stay in your bed sitting down. Nigga, pack this shit up, B. You out of here. And when I get to New York, I'm letting everybody know in Mohegan, all that area, Mohegan, Tremont, that you're a fucking coward. So he got packed up. Green Eyes got packed up. This other dude, Julio, we used to call him Julio. Julio means blind, I think. He got packed up. I mean, Red, did I say Red got packed up? Red was up, yeah, Red got packed up the bad way. You understand what I'm saying? Red got packed up the bad way. Red was cut. You know what I'm saying? I blazed Red. But I didn't blaze Red at that moment. I waited at nighttime. I caught that dude like about 1 o'clock in the morning while he was sleeping. Caught him. Wank, toma. Motherfucker didn't even notice it. When I cut him, he did not even notice it. He thought that I snuffed him. He didn't notice that when he started feeling the wetness, that's when because it's dark, there's no lights. So he started feeling like wet and sticky, because you know blood gets sticky. Like I said, he thought that I cut him, he thought that I hit him. But when he goes there, he starts feeling himself, he starts feeling the warmth, and you know, he's leaking. So right there, he goes to the door and knocks on the glass, yo, get me out of here. CO turns on the light, forget about it. You already know, they turn on the light, major search. Nobody got kicked out because I gotta keep it real. Red holds it down. He didn't snitch. I gotta give Red that one. He did not snitch. And Red was a good dude. Red was a funny dude. But he was doing some grimy shit that I did not know, man. I did not know. And another thing that he was doing, he was selling, bro. He was selling jelly, B. He was selling jelly. Because, you know, you get mad jelly. When you go to breakfast, you get jelly. So while he was doing this, he was charging dudes $2 for, they give you a green cup. When you go to Rikers Island, they give you a green cup. He was charging $2 for a half a cup. You know, he'll give you, you know, he'll put a half of, he'll fill up your cup halfway for $2. He was doing that too. I did not know that. I did not know that. The dudes that was giving out the breakfast and stuff like that, they ain't tell nothing to, they ain't say nothing to Red because they thought that Red was my dog. They thought that me and Red was like this, but we was not. Red was just someone who I had taking care of the food. Like you have someone taking care of the phone. You know, that's how it was back then. Back then, you got like, yo, you taking care of the phones. So what dudes used to be like, yo, who's gonna get on the phone? Yo, me. All right, yo, me. All right, so you mark the people down. Who's gonna get on the phone? Slot time started at 8:30. Slot time starts at 8:30. You feel me? So whoever had slot time, some people had a half an hour, some people had 15 minutes, some people had an hour. I had my hour. My hour was 10 to 11. You know, I gave L a half an hour. Everybody had slot, man. Everybody had their phone, B. Everybody was using the phone, bro. For these dudes to transform and try to get me out of the house, that was a big mistake. And let me tell you, after that shit happened, it's gonna be a part 2 tomorrow about Afro, Flacco, and DJ. I'm gonna let you guys know tomorrow what happened to them 3. I gotta keep it real. They stepped up. I chose well. I chose very well. You understand what I'm saying? Because I knew they had something in them. I knew they would roll. If they did that to me, I knew they would roll. You feel me? That's why I let them chill in the house. Thank you, baby girl.
You got it?
Yeah, mommy, I got it. Thank you, baby. So I let them stay in the house because I saw something in them. I saw that they would get busy. You understand what I'm saying? And they did. They did. They got busy for something anyway, I'm gonna leave that one for tomorrow. That story's gonna be for tomorrow or maybe tonight. Who knows? Depending how I feel. I might give you that story tomorrow, tonight. You heard? But keeping it real, this is when I say that loyalty, for me, is the most important thing in a friendship. Forget about somebody saying, lending you money. Forget about that. Forget about you gotta do and you and him, always joking around, going to clubs and stuff like that. Forget about that. For me, is loyalty, bro. If you loyal to me, I am loyal to you 1,000. And that was one of my biggest mistakes, that I was too loyal. You understand what I'm saying? I was too loyal. Because without loyalty, there ain't no friendship. You understand what I'm saying? Because let's keep it real. In the island, in Rikers Island, when you go to Rikers Island, people will expect something from you. Even if they running with you, they got your back because you're giving them something. If it's a half an hour or hour slot time or whatever it is, you're giving them something, so they got your back, and that's because you're giving them something. They don't have your back because it comes from their heart. No. It comes from being greedy. They want something from you. You giving them something. So, yeah, they got your back. But once somebody else comes in and you gone, forget about it. They don't know your fucking name. Your name is gone. Your name was a mystery. You understand what I'm saying? Your name used to be. That's why I say used to be. You understand? They used to be your friends, but they ain't your friends, bro. Choose your friends wisely. Very wisely. And how you find out who is loyal and who's not loyal? When you meet these people, when you meet someone and you listen, shut up and listen to the way that man speaks about his friends. That's how you would know who's loyal, who's not loyal. You feeling me? So I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Get ready for tomorrow or tonight for part 2 of Flacco, DJ, DA, and Afro, the story. And I'm going to let you know right now how and what happened to them 3. That's for tomorrow, all right? Yo, anyway, let me let you go because I'm sweating, B. I got to turn on this air conditioner. It's hot in this motherfucker. And believe me, I got a big-ass air conditioning, and it's hot. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Anyway, let me let you guys go, man. Yo, Rudy, King Trouble, a.k.a. King Trouble. I love you, my brother. I'm gonna holler at you like about 3 o'clock. I'm gonna call you. If you see this video, I'm gonna call you at 3 o'clock, my brother. You heard? And for people that's telling me, Solo, go to Florida, oh yeah, definitely I am. I need that. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my brother Rudy. Somebody just wrote to me and said, yo, Solo, if you're gonna leave, make sure Joyce is okay. Oh no, let me tell you. I'm gonna have an army making sure that she's okay. And I'm not going to no Florida for no 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna go maybe for 5 days. Just to relax and get my mind straight, man. You understand what I'm saying? Get my mind straight. Because I cannot leave my wife by herself. Nah, man. 5 days, that's enough. You feel me? 5 days is enough. Five mornings and 5 nights. That's beautiful. I'm good with that. And plus, if I go to Florida, I'm not staying in a hotel. I'm gonna be chilling with the bro, Rudy. You know what I'm saying? And it's mad love, man. It's mad love, and that's a good brother, B. Very good brother, man. No question about that. Let me tell you, man. I've been blessed. When I started doing Rikers Island stories. Forget about Rikers Island stories. When I started doing the YouTube, I've been blessed. I met so many good people, bro. I met so many fake people. Believe me. But I met more good people, real people, than fake people. And I also remember this. Choose your friends wisely. Trust me. right, this is your boy K Solo, the ghetto gossip. Yo, Rudy, my brother, I'm feeling you. Everybody out there, CB, I'm feeling you. You already know, man. Latin Pain, whatever, man. If you're Latin Pain, give me a holler, dude. What's up? Get your boy a holler. I miss you, kid. I mean, I'm gonna call you today. I'm definitely gonna call Latin Pain today and find out what's the deal with him, man. Anyway, everybody out there, man, you already know, man. Mad love. Oh yeah, one more thing. Somebody told me that Cuban Link said something about me. I don't know. But if anybody got that, man, please send me that copy. Please send me that copy, man. I want to see what he said about me, man. Somebody said that he said something right, good, and then somebody said that he said something foul. I don't know, because I haven't seen it. I've been looking for it. I don't see it. But if anybody got that, man, please hit me off with it, man. Please hit me off with that video. Send me the video. Let me know the name of the video, and I'm going to watch it. You heard? So this is your boy K Solo, man. Nothing but love, man. For my Latinos out there, love you guys. For my black brothers out there, love you guys, man. You already know, man. This is all about black, brown, white, yellow, whatever. You feel me? Whatever. So, God bless, man. We all humans, but we all gotta live right. You feel me? Your boy K Solo. Love you all. God bless. See you later. And remember this, the Ghetto Gossip Show. You heard? Florida, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. I want some oranges, and I'm gonna grab an alligator by his neck, and we're gonna fight. Me and the alligator's gonna fight. You heard? I'll see you guys later. Your boy K Solo. God bless.